Hey everybody, Julian of Adventures in VR here, back from the planet of Batuu at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, California. And one of the most interesting aspects of Galaxy's Edge that I found was this Star Wars Datapad. And admittedly, I didn't get a ton of time to explore around with it during my 4-hour visit, but it certainly seems like it packs quite a bit of potential, and I want to show you why. So let's go ahead and launch into the Star Wars Datapad, which you can access through the Play Disney app, which you may already have downloaded if you've played any of these small mini games that you can mess around with while waiting in line. Once it loads up, you just say, hey, yes, I'm in Galaxy's Edge. From there, you can then also select multiple different people that are going to join your instance. And once it loads up, you can see you have a couple of options here between hack, scan, translate, tune. You also have jobs, which we'll get into in a little bit here. You have a map that shows you where everything is. You have your player profile, which is kind of like a basic stat sheet. We'll start by taking a look at one of these hackable panels that spread all throughout Galaxy's Edge. You can walk up to one of them, select the hack ability, and then you'll be presented with a quick little mini game that as soon as it's complete, you'll get a couple of credits, which is kind of like Galaxy's Edge scoring system. And then you'll also be presented with a status indicator to show has this panel itself been hacked more by the Resistance or the First Order. Also, one of the really amazing things about Galaxy's Edge is just how densely packed a lot of these interactive objects are for the datapad itself. Here I'm just walking down an alleyway. I find some crates that have these scannable QR codes that I'm able to quickly interact with through the scan feature on the datapad. I found similar crates while just going through the queue on the Millennium Falcon ride. I was able to scan it and get some specific information. So here, as soon as I finish this mini game, I'm able to view the contents of it. I actually have an outfit with a little bit of an information blurb, and that outfit becomes a collectible that I can look at in my profile. And for everyone that doesn't immediately understand Abash, which is Star Wars native writing system, there's a translator built into your datapad as well. You type out the character, it translates it. Pretty simple stuff in general. Now, as you're walking around Galaxy's Edge, you see a few of these kind of weird alien-looking radio towers that you can use your datapad to tune into. So you select the tune function and then use the accelerometer on your phone to properly tune into the right frequency, and a really cool, strange sound effect will play throughout the area. You can see a couple of these guys looking around wondering what is the cause of that, and little do they know it's me and my datapad. But once you've successfully tuned in to the antenna, you can read some gossip. You get a really cool kind of a title or achievement that you can then assign to your profile, or it's viewable for later. So that brings us to one of the core areas of the Star Wars Datapad, and that's the jobs section, which is essentially like kind of the wraparound for the entire metagame that's within the Datapad and Galaxy's Edge. But essentially, you can pop into the jobs section. You have a long list of jobs and tasks from the Resistance. Some are from the First Order, some are from the Smugglers, and some are just general outpost tasks, which I'm opening here, and here you can see Peekpa, the Ewok, is asking if I will help him find his hang glider. He's gonna pop me into the map and show me exactly where he thinks that the hang glider is going to be located, and that I need to start scanning packages here, which I'm going to do and try to find his hang glider. But you can really start to see exactly how a lot of various different missions can start tying into current and future Star Wars movies or games or books or various. I wouldn't be surprised if you see certain characters pop up in that story section. But here you can see I found Peekpa's hang glider, and I'm going to give it to him, and he's going to essentially give me a ton of credits. And this seemed to be, by completing tasks like this, I'm able to earn significantly more credits than I was hacking or tuning or doing any of the other tasks. You can see I earned 100 versus I think 3, which I got previously for just general hacking. And finally, for the profile section, which, by the way, you can still access from even outside of the park. You're obviously not going to be able to participate in any of the hacking or other mini-games, but you're still able to see all of the progress that you made during your previous visit, and all of that progress is going to carry through to your next visit. So all of your outfits, all of the information that you were able to hack, your credits, that's all persistent and going to continue for your next visit. And as you can see here, there is so much to do with the Datapad. There are so many different small little tasks to uncover and secrets to explore. I can't wait to get back to Galaxy's Edge and really start unlocking some of those story missions to see what some of those other secrets that you know are buried into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge are going to actually end up being. So that just about covers everything that I was able to experience during my short 4 hours with the Star Wars Datapad in Galaxy's Edge. Just barely scratches the surface, as you can see, but the level of interaction and functionality really is incredible, and I cannot wait to go back and get fully immersed. If you enjoyed this overview, I always appreciate a like and subscribe, and if you yourself have first-hand experience with the Star Wars Datapad, shout it out in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next adventure.